What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Next Gen Talk TV. I'm your host, Chantze Duckworth, and I'm here with
Royce Duplessis.
Now, I'm here sitting with you, which was unexpected, kind of expected it, but then at the same time. But now we're here on Next Gen Talk TV, which is my brand, my YouTube, my Instagram and stuff. So first off, let's start off hot. We obviously know that you are running for mayor here in the city of New Orleans. What made you jump in and say, yeah, this is time, I want to be the mayor right now? What made you say that?
Because we really can't wait. The needs of the people of New Orleans are too great. I think we're at a critical moment in the history of our city. We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. I see a lot of similarities of where we are today versus where we were then. And a lot of things I just cannot accept. I was taught to be a part of the solution. For the last 7+ years, I've been serving in the state Senate, state House, then the state Senate. And right now we have great needs in the city of New Orleans around affordability. We need more economic opportunity. We need to continue to deal with the issue of crime in our city and the issue of infrastructure. And I want to be a part of making New Orleans a place where people move in, not move out. So I'm very passionate about this city. I love this city, and I want to be a part of making it great.
Yeah, and something that you did touch on is that the population of New Orleans did go down significantly. People are asking, why should I vote with you? Why should I trust you with our city when we haven't had good leaders in the past? What makes you stand out from everyone else?
Well, I think you start with my upbringing, and where I'm from, and who raised me. I think you can tell a lot by where a person's from and the values that they carry. So I went into public service not for political reasons, but in order to serve other people. So if you look at my history, my track record that I've developed over 20 years now of public service, I think my record speaks for itself, and I've earned the trust of the community as someone who's focused on solutions, not just trying to seek political gain.
Yeah, and you have been a voice for the city for a while now. What makes your love for the city so personal?
Yeah, like I said, I'm attended St. Augustine High School, was raised in Gentilly Woods and Pontchartrain Park. And my dad went to St. Aug. My 2 older brothers went to St. Aug. And, these values of tradition and excellence, I feel an indebtedness to this community. I feel like I know to whom much is given, much is required. So I want to give back to the community that gave so much to me.
All right, and let's rewind this a little bit. Let's go to high school, Royce.
Okay.
Were you always into politics, or did you just like?
No, I was not. When I was at St. Aug, I was into sports. At least I thought I wanted to be in sports. And then, when sports didn't quite work out for me, I transitioned to getting more involved in things like speech and debate. And I was actually the first announcer for the basketball team at St. Aug. So that was special. And I was not really into politics at St. Aug. I didn't think this was something that I would want to do long term or when I grew up. So it wasn't part of my vision board at the time.
Yeah, and I'm sure someone had to pour into you, had to mentor you. Were there any notable mentors that you talked to while you were younger?
Yeah, Coach John Charles. Yeah, Coach John Charles from St. Aug. He was my basketball coach. He was my math teacher. Yeah, I'd say he really stands out. And there were several others for sure, but he was one that certainly stood out.
All right, and a lot of people feel disconnected from politics, especially the youth. What's your message to young people who feel like voting doesn't change anything?
Well, voting absolutely changes things. It changes everything. And I know that people feel disaffected, especially young people. They may not see the value or the purpose in it, but I just challenge young people to ask the question, if you don't vote, then what's the outcome? That means when you don't vote, you give your power away. You let somebody else make decisions for you and your community. So don't do that. Keep your power and understand that the only way change can happen is if you participate.
All right. And if elected mayor, people want to know, well, what is Royce going to do? So what are some of the 3 things that you would like to open up and tell people that you're going to do when you first get into office?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is focus on the issue of affordability. We have to make this city more affordable so people can live here. We need over 40,000 affordable units in the city right now. I'm going to send the message to the business community that we are serious about economic development, and we're not going to let the small ball politics get in the way of transformative economic development. And we're also going to make sure that City Hall functions. Right now, it's dysfunctional. We have to make City Hall a place where people can be treated respectfully and be treated like customers instead of people who are just coming there to complain. And we want that message to get out there.
Yeah. And what are your ideas around improving youth opportunities in New Orleans, such as education, jobs, or even creative outlets?
Yeah, so I think the three things that our youth need are education, recreation, and job opportunity. All of those things in no particular order. We really need them all at once. I'm a product of NORD, not only playing sports, but I also was employed by NORD as a pool attendant when I was 15. All of these things help. A lot of young people need and want the opportunity to make some money, to feel a sense of accomplishment, and I want to continue to invest in NORD and restructure it so that it can be more efficient, so that we give it more money, they can actually perform and do its job. I want to continue to work with the Mayor's Office of Youth and Families to invest in our families and our children who need it the most. And when it comes to job opportunities, again, creating economic opportunity for our community is vital.
I love it. And like you did mention, and a lot of other people talk about, is crime in New Orleans. That's a very obvious thing. So when we talk about crime in New Orleans, what do you think about solutions that we may do? Because a lot of other people in office and sitting in big high chairs, they always talk about crime. But are things really changing?
Yeah, things are changing. Juvenile crime is down 70%. We have the lowest number of murders that we've seen in New Orleans in over 50 years. So things are changing. And the way that we change it is by addressing the very issues you just talked about: education, recreation, and job opportunities for our young people. That's the real way we deal with crime.
Thank you. And New Orleans is full of soul, culture, and history. So how do you plan to keep the city's culture protected while helping it grow?
Well, I am the culture, so I'm always going to protect the culture. So I have a vested interest in it, so I'm going to protect it because I'm a part of the culture. And New Orleans wouldn't be what it is without the culture. So I'll stand up against any attempts to water down or to undermine the culture of New Orleans.
All right, and my last question for you is, how did you stay grounded in all of this through politics, pressure, and still be present for your family and your community? I know you have kids, you have a wife, so how do you stay grounded in all of this?
I think the key is just to remember why you're in it. For me, it's never been about political status. It's always been about trying to make impact and serve, and just keeping everything in perspective and prioritizing. My family is the most important thing to me, so nothing's going to get in the way of that. And I will. And the good thing is that they support me in my public service endeavors. So, not saying that it doesn't get challenging at times, but it's all about keeping priorities, and family always comes first.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Chantze Duckworth, and I'm here with Royce Duplessis.
Thank you.